guys. So today is Monday, June 10th, which means it's been like almost a whole week, one day short of a week after my last chemo, and I'm finally feeling a little normal today. Started feeling a little better last night, but the gemcitabine and Abraxane I thought was going to be easy to tolerate for me since I breezed through the FOLFIRINOX pretty well as the gemcitabine with radiation. I thought that would have been worse than what I was getting, and now that I'm feeling okay, I'm getting another poisoning tomorrow. My ALT and AST, I believe it's AST, ALT and AST are elevated, so I'm a little fearful of my liver. My neutrophils are high. It went up actually like 30 points with one dose of chemo. 30 points. That was really shocking. So I messaged my doctor, and he wants me to try one more dose, regular dose, and if I'm still feeling really crappy, and if my reminder to take my Pepsid. Okay, that derailed my brain for a minute. We're going to try one more dose, and if my blood tests continue to decline, he's going to edit my next dose. I am going to, and I told him I was going to take milk thistle. So when I take my Pepsid, I'm going to take the milk thistle to help my liver. I don't know what to do about my white blood cell count, which is neutrophils. So there's that. I'm less distracted, less brain foggy today. And today was actually the first day I got in my car and drove to the dollar store. I needed to pick up some batteries, and they're cheap there. So I drove there, and it's really close to the house, so it wasn't like I drove a far distance. My weight is still about the same. I think the highest I've gotten was 133, but it goes back down in the morning when I wake up. What else? My hair hasn't fallen out any or broken off any more than usual. Sorry, it's got my springies all over the place. So still hanging in. They seem to think it's just going to thin out, but over in here, I think I've showed you guys before, I put some stuff there to make it look like there's more hair. It's really thin up here, and if it thins even more, that shit's just it's gonna be bald. And if it happens, I'll shave my head, whatever. I really hate the fact that I feel like for almost an entire week I'm put down. I can't function normally. Feels like I can't think. And I'm kind of wondering if I should have just let them put me back on the FOLFIRINOX. it was hard. And I know it's a harder protocol than this Gemsar, but I don't understand why. Yes, there's the Whipple. There's that, and the Whipple has everything to do with it. And I'm sure I'm still recuperating from the radiation. But it's just surprising to me how I'm not able to deal with it as well as I did prior to the surgery. My doctor, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but my doctor, my oncologist, ordered me a abdominal garment, and I'm waiting for that to arrive. I'm actually looking forward to that because whenever I walk, I hold it. I hold, my surgical area, not the whole thing, but the uppermost part of it, because that's where I feel the most junky. And oddly enough, with the chemotherapy, the uppermost part is where I feel like they've poured battery acid in my upper stomach, pancreas area, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if chemotherapy can actually zero in on that particular area, but that's where I feel it. You probably noticed my last video was chopped up quite a bit. I have a limit because I don't have a lot of subscribers. I have a limit as to how long my videos could be, so I had to chop up a bunch of different parts of that video. And I'm kind of glad because there were parts that I did end up crying, and I really don't want to put that on here. Not that I'm trying, not that I don't want this to be as realistic as possible, as true as possible. I just, if my kids ever watch this, I don't really want them seeing too much of that. So there's that. So tomorrow at 11:30 is my next poisoning. I'm gonna eat before I go in this time. Last time I didn't eat before I went and got the treatment. And then there was light. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this time before. And the last time I went in, I was there for a little over 2 hours, which is kind of ridiculous because each of the bags are only supposed to take a half an hour. But I had to take a Zofran there. They didn't tell me to take the Zofran before coming in. So tomorrow I'll be taking my Zofran at home prior to going in. And I'm also going to, lidocaine up this bugger again to make sure it doesn't hurt when I get stuck. So I have tomorrow, and then the following week, and then I get a week for a break. Makes it really sucky when you have things that you can do with friends, but I can't, as bad as I felt this last time around, I don't want to be away from home, not feeling like that. And it really sucks because there are some things that I really, really wanted to do, and I'm just not going to be able to. Not this year. Hopefully next year. Next week I will be getting a CA-19-9 test. And I'll let you guys know the results of that. This video is going to be really quick because 1, I don't want to get cut off. 2, I really don't want to have to edit it because obviously editing videos on my iPad is is not something I'm good at. I think my editing job probably really sucked. So sorry about that. I may actually start filming on my iMac. It's just easier for me to edit the videos, and it probably has better quality. I don't know. I don't know about the quality, but we'll see. So yeah, there's that. I don't think there's anything more. I did see a comment. Someone was asking me how I found out about my cancer, and I did make a whole video on that. So if you can check on my channel through the previous videos, there is one there that I go in depth on the whole how it was discovered. To Reader's Digest it, pay attention to your body. If you're losing weight and you're not trying to, there's a sign. If you're having pancreatic pain, some people experience pancreatic pain. I did not. If you have oil in your feces, that's a problem. If your feces are floating, that's another problem. If your stool changes to a really light color, like a yellow or like a light clay color, that's a problem. These are the things that basically tipped me off to something going wrong in my body. And at first I was misdiagnosed with pancreatitis, and then they thought a gallstone was blocking my bile duct. It wasn't a gallstone, it was the cancer, which was at the head of the pancreas. Someone also had a question about if it was causing a blockage at the bile duct, why couldn't they see it on a CT scan? I'm not a radiologist, so I wouldn't be able to answer that, but when I saw my imaging, it blipped. I mean, and this was like from June, there was nothing on there in June, but from June to October, might have even been end of October, beginning of November. I know November 4th was when I got my port installed, so we knew it was there prior to. But we'll just say October. From June to October, it blipped. And it was only on one capture, one screen capture. And I mean, I didn't know what I was looking at. I'm not a radiologist or anything like that. My doctor literally pointed it out to me with a pen on the screen. He's like, you have to watch because it's just a quick blip, and that was it. Pancreatic cancer, it's known as the deadliest of the cancers because by the time you find it, for the most part, it's too late. It had, grown too large and has spread through your body, and that's what happened with my dad. I don't know where it began in my dad, but by the time they found it, it had spread through his stomach. And they essentially opened him up and closed him. That was in 2007, and there's been so many advancements. I'm sorry, I'm in the shower. There's been a lot of advancements since then. I honestly am still positive, still feeling really good about myself, and I'm hoping that, we got it all out in the surgery, and the chemo and radiation prior to the surgery just knocked out all of the cancer, and truth be told, I hope I'm getting these poisons for nothing right now, because I believe I can rebuild my immune system, build my body back up, I hope, after this is all done. Recurrence, it it could happen. I'm going to prepare my mind for it, but I'm not going to be all about it. I am going to be all about living my life, especially if I get the second chance. So, thank you guys for watching. Ooh, the video might be too long now already. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.